Okay, they don't make guitar solos like they used to back in the day, back in sort of the 80s and the 90s for some part, where you had these beautiful, sweet, syrupy ballads, and then, you know, after the second chorus or some sort of a bridge, you'd come in with an amazing rock guitar solo with a nice distorted sound. You know, I miss those days, so I always go back for fuel for this channel for old stuff. Anyway, so this one, Vanessa Williams and Brian McKnight doing a ballad that was on the Beverly Hills 90210 soundtrack. Great song. Always wanted to do this solo. Whoever plays it, I don't know who it is, whoever plays it, I would love to buy them a case of their favorite beer, because it is a work of art. There's me exaggerating a little bit, but it's so great. Guitar tone-wise, I use neck pickup on this guy. Sounds like a humbucker. Neck pickup, and I roll the tone down a little bit. Plenty of distortion, delay, and reverb. I don't know if there's any really on the original, but there you go. Okay, so standard tuning, but on this one, I had to tune up about 8 cents because it's annoyingly a little bit flat. I don't know whether it's, you know, bringing things across from the master tapes, but often when I get audio from YouTube, I have to tune up just a slightly bit in standard tuning, which is a little bit of a pain. But anyway, okay, we're in B flat minor. Let's have a look. So as I said, B flat minor. So straight away, as a guitarist, you're thinking the minor pentatonic scale, probably. As always, though, it really depends on the chords that you're playing on top of. That is everything. So this channel, and the point of breaking this solo down, isn't necessarily teaching you how to play it note for note. It's more thinking about why does that note sound so great. Now, you've got the obvious things of phrasing and guitar tone and, you know, all those sorts of things, the vibrato and the rhythm that they use, which is as important as anything. But it's the note choice, picking the right note on the right chord, leading into the next chord and those sorts of things, which is really where the magic is. Now, B flat minor, B flat natural minor is not a friendly key, 5 flats. So it's easy, nice and easy on the piano. On the guitar, it's a little bit awkward, but we're all pattern based, so that's kind of cool. So B flat natural minor, straight away you're thinking minor pentatonic, flat 6 instead of the normal 6. The chords themselves, might put them on screen or something. Think of the first sort of 4 measures as a B flat minor triad with a descending bass note. So B flat bass note, A flat, G. Now the A and the G don't belong in the B flat natural minor key, but it works really beautifully. It's a very common sound, that descending bass note. Then after that G, we go down to the G flat major, which again is just the 4 chord, whereas B flat minor is the 6. So that's nice and common. But then they hit an F major, which is ordinarily 2 major chords, 1 semitone apart. It just wouldn't work. But it sounds beautiful here. I think it might be because on the F chord, which would ordinarily be an F minor with an A flat, it's an F major, and the A is sort of that major 7. So that just works really well in this particular instance. So anyway, sort of enough about that kind of stuff. Just some of the ideas. So picture whoever the guitarist was, red lights on, we're counting in, you're about to start your solo. What are you going to do? Okay, well, you know the first chord is B flat minor, so you're thinking there. Now, you could start below, like down around the minor pentatonic here on the 6th fret. Very, very common. They're starting quite high. So there is a crescendo, I think, on this one, but he's starting quite high. So bending the 4th degree up to the 5th, note there's no vibrato on this. So there's sparse vibrato, which is not a bad thing. It's part of the great phrasing that they do. Okay, so the first part. Starting with a bend from above, you're on the F because you've bent up the E flat to the F. Release it, come up, hold it, no vibrato. Bring it back down to the B flat and hold it there, and then only right at the end you lift. Overbend that. But anyway, that part right at the end there, even that alone is great phrasing. Okay, so now we're going up a B minor triad, bending up the flat 7 to the octave. Okay, now we're getting down to that chord where there's a G in there. Okay. This is one of those Neil Schon type of thing. He does this a bunch of times, so I think of it always as Neil Schon lick. But you're going to pick the first 2 notes and quickly bend up without picking from a semitone below. In this case, it's the G. Love that sound. Now it's going to go down to the B flat minor pentatonic area. Okay, so I'm in box 2 of minor pentatonic. Then you've got that bluesy note. Doesn't sound bluesy at all, right, though? Beautiful. Okay, another bit of not quite staccato. Okay. Bends up a whole tone and bends down a half step and then down. So that's from the F to the E flat. Then a half step bend. That's a trickiest bit for me in the whole solo. So again, we've come out of that. So great. Then up to the octave, the flat 10 up to the octave. Okay, the last bit, we're on the A flat chord. We've come out of the F major to the G flat major. Now we're on the A flat major, and we're about to go to F minor, out of the solo to the chorus. So we're thinking about what are we going to target when we hit. We're going to end on sort of beat 1 of the chorus. But how are we going to get there? So we're on an A flat chord there. That's that last part there. So he's basically coming down sort of an A flat 7 arpeggio with some extra notes. That there. Okay, an A flat 7 arpeggio. Still an A flat. Ending on the F because we're now on the F minor. Okay, so the last riff, we're going to an F minor and we're on an A flat, which is the 5 chord. So he's playing an A flat 7 arpeggio. F. Okay. A flat 7. But he's not going all the way down it. Bringing the F in on the 1 chord. Next beat. Okay, so a bit of theory and all that kind of stuff in that one. But the phrasing in this one is great. Again, when he uses vibrato, when he doesn't, the bending is, of course, immaculate. And the note choice is impeccable again. So whoever played the guitar solo, thank you. Love is the guitar solo. Good luck. See you next time.